My name's Graham, here at Stellison's in Ipswich, and today another unboxing video for you, but this time something slightly different. Sony's brand new OLED TV, the KD55A1. For those of you who are unaware what OLED is, it works slightly differently to every other LED TV out there. It's an organic LED. Each pixel is self-illuminating. They are individually controlled. They can be switched off, they can be switched on, all by themselves without affecting any other pixel on the screen. Because of this, the colour range is vast. It gives you a much more vibrant and dynamic picture. It's also got Sony's Triluminous display technology in there, and it's 4K HDR X1 Extreme processor. So the picture will be phenomenal on this. The other difference is the speakers. The screen on this is the speaker. It's using acoustic surface technology, so you don't have any speakers tucked in underneath. This is a whole new beast, and it's going to be fantastic. Let's unbox this baby. Right, here it is, brand new OLED. Here it is, let's begin. First things first, setup guide. Lots of polystyrene as to be expected. Probably the back panel in the front of the box there. And more packaging as well. A couple more pieces of stand. And a bag containing the remote, the power lead, batteries, RF sender, instructions, and a couple of other small pieces as well by the looks of it. Okay, that's everything out the top. Going to undo the clips and then we'll have a look at what's inside. Clip 1, clip 2, 3 and 4. And now we just lift off. And we have a beautifully protected TV. Next thing we need to do is remove the card. There we go. Turn that around for you. You can see how thin that is there. And we've got a pivot stand at the top, so the whole lot will open up and rest upon itself. Very sleek, very thin. Very, very nice. I'm going to get a colleague to give me a hand and lift this up onto the stand. Right, so before you do anything else, do the pedestal, because otherwise the TV will be standing at a very precarious angle. So 2 parts for the pedestal, the back base and the clip. So this will go into there. We'll then get our screws. They'll go through that. This will then sit on the back of the TV on the upright stand, and the TV will clip to the front. This stops it opening up any further. You'll see what I mean in just a second once I've got it all screwed together for you. Okay, so as I said, the front part of the TV goes onto the little hook just there. The screw just sits and rests happily on that, just to stop the TV moving forwards. And on the back, this is the part we've just put on. This is the part for the TV with the bass speaker in it and all the inputs on the back of the set. And we just need to put a couple of screws in here as well to make sure when you lift the TV, this doesn't lift away. I'll do that now. Let's fast forward. So on the back here, first of all we've got our power input, our AC, and this is for our kettle lead input. Then we've got our 2 satellite inputs for the twin tuner, followed up by our aerial input for digital or analog, but in the UK that's going to be digital. We then got our LAN input for networking in case you don't want to use the Wi-Fi, and our IR blaster, that's the remote receiver plug-in, and then you've also got digital optical output for your sound bars and other speaker systems. Audio input there as well. And then you've got HDMI's 1, 2, 3 with the ARC, the auto return channel, again so you can control soundbars and speakers, and then HDMI 4. We then followed up with 2 USBs, 2 and 3 on the side there, and then your headphone output, and then we've got USB 1 on the side around the corner here, and the common interface slot for the pay-per-view channel. Okay, so I've made the connections with the TV. On the back here we have our power supply. That's our kettle lead there, giving the TV its electrical input, so it obviously works. Next we've got our aerial input. This is for Freeview HD. I'm using that instead of the 2 satellite inputs we covered earlier. I'm then using a LAN cable for my internet connectivity and my multi-room. That just gives me a more stable connection in the store than using the Wi-Fi to your router. But at home, your Wi-Fi to your router will be absolutely fine with that. And then you can see I've plugged in 2 more HDMIs. One is for my 4K source, and the other one is for the new Sony 4K Blu-ray player, the UBP-X800. As we come up the back panel here, we'll also notice we've got 4 screws there. So if we're not going to use the A-frame mounting, we can actually wall mount the TV instead. So it all goes on as one single piece. And I've got a couple of clips here as well, and this is to take the decor panel on the back of the set, our speaker cover, just to give it that nice sleek tidy finish afterwards. So here we are at the start of the setup screen on the Sony. I've also got my Sony UBP-X800 4K Blu-ray player, multi-room Bluetooth to set up with this. I'm not going to bore you with the details this time. It's fairly simple. TV takes you all through it, so I'm just going to skip through this and I'll see you in a second. So here we can see the A-frame stand. I'm just going to pan the camera around gently. Have a look at the quality of that picture. Great colours, great contrast, great depth. Fantastic blacks on that. That's because the pixels do actually switch themselves off as we covered with OLED. And we come around the side. It is a sleek and beautiful, beautiful TV. Here it is, brand new Sony KD55A1 OLED TV. Phenomenal TV, fantastic sound, beautiful picture. You need to come into the stores and see this. This is great, it'll blow your mind, it knocks everything else out of the water. Once again, my name's Graham here at Stellison's in Ipswich. Come in and see us here or at any of our other stores listed at the end of the video. Oh, and Sony, can I have one of these please?